Hi, this is Mrs. Southern E-Biking, and I'm going to be reviewing some gloves that I just bought after my hands got cold on our last ride. So stick around and let me show you what I done bought. So this is Mrs. Southern E-Biking again, and I'm getting ready to review a pair of gloves that I finally decided on getting after my hands got absolutely frozen on the last bike ride that Blaine and I took. Normally I don't like wearing stuff on my hands because I like to grip the things. And so I went through, I don't know how many, I tried on several pairs of Blaine's gloves, couldn't stand them. I don't like anything that like comes up to here. I said, I like stuff right here, and I like a thin material. And I'm not gonna be one of those riders that's gonna be out there in 35-degree weather, so I don't need anything real heavy. And so this is what I finally did. Well, I got this from Amazon, and I've already, the bag's open. I've already sent a sneak preview of it, so, but I'm taking them out. And what I finally decided on was a pair of, these aren't even biking gloves. These are isotoners, and they are called the shorties because they only come to here, and they're very form-fitting. Now I'm gonna, Blaine, can you grab me something to cut this with? Because I sure was like, yeah. I don't wanna, thank you. I don't wanna chop my fingers off before I get them into the gloves. Which
then don't cut that direction.
That might happen. All right. Yeah, me and knives just don't go well together. So, and they're real form-fitting gloves, which is what I like. Here, you might want to, well, I guess I'll do the cutting too on this. Lord help me. There we go. No fingers cut off. All right, so let's try these on first. They got a real nice feel to them. They're really form-fitting, and they don't feel heavy or stiff. And let's get this one on. Got those little irritating pieces of plastic in them. Makes you feel like you got a prickly in your finger. So they fit really well, and they're comfortable, and they're definitely warm. And I like that they've got the little grippy things on the fingers. So stick around while we go ahead, head out to the bike barn and try it outside where it's kind of chilly out, and we've got about 30-mile-an-hour winds. So stick around, we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are now out a little bit on the trail, and I have put my snazzy fancy new gloves on, and we're gonna give them a test and see how they do. We had some horrendous storms last night and some high wind, and there's still some wind going on. Probably, I think, some of the winds gusting to about 30 to 40 miles an hour, which may not seem like a big deal when the weather's warmer, but when it's colder, that is a whole other ball game. So I think the temperature here is about 49 degrees. The first thing I can tell you is these are like skin on my hands. There's no loss of feeling or touch. And I will say one of the interesting things that just happened before we started recording, we were recording and then we had to stop and redo a part of it. And Blaine had to adjust the camera. And in doing so, he had to take his gloves off. And I'm not sure what I think just because they're maybe a little bit too bulky or whatever for the finer things, you know, pressing a button or something. And he can't talk right now because he's not mic'd up, so that's why he just lifted his hands up if everybody saw that. Exactly, right there. One of these times he's actually speechless. Let's go straight. And anyway, I can tell you there's no loss of texture or feeling in my hands, which is a big deal for me. I don't like the bulkiness. I feel like when I can't like put my hand on my grip on my handlebars, if I can't feel them, if they feel slippy and slidey, I don't like that. And I don't like the bulkiness. Now, if I was in subarctic temperatures or something, that might be a different story, but I can tell you I wouldn't be riding at that time. So anyway, what's been going on lately? And I know Blaine's gonna laugh about this one, but I'm still talking about my upcoming road trip in 2 years. I know it's 2 years away, but it's gonna take a long time to plan. And in my planning, I gotta tell you, I have found out some things. Will you stop that? I have found out some interesting things that I'm going to be doing a video on, and I'll give you a little preview of what that's going to be. Has to do with filming video in parks, national parks and stuff. So I've already talked to some folks in the government, and I'm going to be talking to a few more. So stick around for that one. That'll be coming up probably shortly. And it's just been a pretty awesome to see all the trails out there. You don't realize how much stuff is out there until you just start looking, and they just pop right out. But you know, you just got to keep the adventures going. That's one of the big things about these e-bikes, you know. But I will tell you, I'm not a cold weather rider. But anyway, just to keep this short, the wind's whipping around pretty good, and my hands are toasty warm. They're not at all cold, and I don't feel like the air's coming through. So again, I'll put the link if anybody's interested in these. I'll put the link in the comments or down in the description. If you can use our Amazon link, we always appreciate that. I think I paid $22 for them, and they had other ones that were on sale, and they have other sizes and kinds and all kinds. So with that being said, I know he's not gonna say it because he can't, but I'll see if I can get the closing correctly. Stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels turning. Once again, Mrs. Southern E-Biking, and I'm out.